Melrose 39, Currie 16. With me is the Melrose coach Craig Chalmers. Play 2, 1-2 check. You must be a happy man, albeit your face says different. You know, you're a hard man to please.
Yeah, it was a good win in the end. I mean, the scoreboard tells the story. We were dominant for most of the game. We restricted them to very few, try scoring opportunities. We were a bit lazy at times, gave away a few soft penalties, which they got the scoreboard ticking. But we were 2, 3, 4 passes away from another 4 good tries there today, and that's what I'm disappointed with, because it could have been a 50 pointer today, and it'd be nice to do that against Currie at the Greenyards, because they are one of the top sides. But it's great to win, but you're always looking to improve, and it's a big improvement from last week. Yeah. We didn't play particularly well last week at Aberdeen, but we dogged it out and took our chances, and today we created a lot more today, which was encouraging. And just delighted to obviously start the season with two bonus point wins.
I was going to say, Craig, that's 2 wins. You're saying you're not firing on all cylinders at the moment. You're getting better and better. It's always early season stuff. What plus points can you take from that today then? I thought Chris Keane, obviously a new acquisition. I thought Andrew Keane, as you would expect, kind of control things.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Keane has been fantastic since he's come. The guy who maybe people looked at as coming as a backup, but he's come in. We've been shortage of props with injuries and such like, and he's come in taking his chance, and he's trained fantastically well. Even against Edinburgh, when they came down and trained against us, he fronted up really well for a young kid, and he's relishing the chance to play Premier 1, and he'll only get better because he is keen as mustard, and he's learning every week. And you've got Andrew Skeen's come out at 10. Obviously losing Whitey was a big blow, but we looked at somebody who could play the kind of game that we play, wide, expansive, but still control what we're doing. He's not got the longest kick in the world, but he has that sharpness that can break the line, and he's doing that at the moment, which I'm delighted about. And
we didn't just the thing that Alan Walker, former Currie man, comes up, scores the first try of the game against his former club. I bet you had a big cheeser on your face as you watched that go over.
Well, it was too early to get a cheese in my face at first 20 minutes, but no, delighted for Alan. Alan approached us about coming to play for Melrose this year, and we've got a couple of good hookers down here, but we're delighted to take it. We can't turn quality guys like that away. So he arrived, and he's fighting for the number 2 slot with Fergie, and hopefully Wayne Mitchell will come back and compete as well. But Richard Ferguson is a good quality player, and it'll be a great battle. But Alan played well today. 1 or 2 throws, and he's just getting the timing and getting used to the calls. So it'll take time. It's just, as you say, it's the start of the season, and there will be mistakes. But yeah, we've got a lot to polish up on. But it's certainly a good start.
I mean, 2 out of 2. Obviously, you knew it was going to be a tough start of the season. Aberdeen away, Currie at home, and then away to Glasgow. To Ayr up through in Glasgow. You need to hit them hard running, and of course Ayr, by all accounts, in fact, did pick up the victory again today against Gala.
Yeah, Ayr are quality side. There's been quite a few changes in a lot of the top teams, and obviously lower down teams. A lot of change of personnel and key personnel in some teams. And Ayr have lost 1 or 2 key players. We've lost 1 or 2, but I feel that we've filled in the slots with guys that can offer just as much as the guys that we've lost. So with no injuries, touch wood, and hopefully we can go through the season with very few. We will get some. We'll pick up injuries at some point, but it's been a great start for us, and we go to Ayr with full of confidence, knowing that we can play better than that. Yeah. So that's encouraging, because there's still, I believe, a lot more to come.
There is more to come, and you've got guys like Peter Eccles on the bench. I think many say he's an Edinburgh guy, but he should have been born a border the way he kind of approaches the game. Which is a great accolade for him. We've not seen much of him, obviously, with the guys on. Strength and depth is going to be key this season, Chuck.
It is, and our seconds are much stronger today. We've got 1 or 2 guys back today. Nick Bevan's back in the seconds, and our big Aussie Locke. He's played well last week, and he's got to prove himself, to challenge for the first team. And we've got some good lads down there, and Bruce Dick from Gala will play his part in the season at some point. Bruce has come back, and he's looking in really good shape.
I'm believing as well, maybe another overseas player still to come in yet. Maybe a back player.
You're going to have a back sort of winger slash centre across from New Zealand. One of the guys, Australia couldn't get a visa, so we've got an a Kiwi winger who's friends with James Liu,
right.
and he comes highly recommended. So we'll look forward to him arriving, give us a bit more depth, because we'll need it. We've got a few competitions to play in, especially with the British and Irish Cup as well. So it's only the start of the season. There's a long way to go, but it's been an encouraging start.
I mean, as well known in any sport, winning, you get the confidence. Is that still to instill that in the players? And the thing is, what you probably as a coach will say, don't get complacent.
Yeah, no, it is. You win the league last year. You win quite a few trophies. Obviously unlucky we didn't win the cup, but won a few sevens trophies, and the guys get used to winning. They build up that confidence, and that's what in any sport is, building up confidence. winning games, dogging out the tight ones, and we did that better last year than we've ever done over the last 3 or 4 years. So we're learning how to win games. Our defence has been better organised, and I do think there could have been a little bit of complacency after winning the league last year, and one or two guys, we've done it, but there's been I think there's been a little bit of that, to be fair, but not enough for us to slip up in the first couple of games.
Quite worrying for the other Premier 1 clubs, and to say you've won your first 2 matches, you're not hitting 100% yet. I mean, I think that must bode well from your own point of view. No,
definitely. I think it's we've got to try and go out and make a statement every week. We're the champions from last year. People want to beat us.
Yeah.
Even if we're not the champions, they want to beat us. So it goes with territory, and we're delighted to be in that position. And we'll give everything we've got to win everything this year. We don't want to lose a game. That's very optimistic that's going to happen. But we go out every week with intention of performing well, and if we perform well, we've got a great chance of winning any game we play in.
Yeah, well, 2 out of 2. Let's hope you can make it 3 out of 3 next weekend up at Melbourne. It's always a tough place to go, but as you say, better to get them when it's a bit drier than the old dead December, January weather.
No, definitely. It's we've had some great battles with air over the last few years, and they've won the top sides, and they've brought 1 or 2 new players in, and they'll be taking time to gel as well. So we're all in the same boat. We're newish kind of teams, but we've got majority of the guys that were here last year, so they know the scripts, and as long as they keep the script, hopefully we'll not be too far away.
And of course, Currie were the 2010 champions, Ayr were the 2009 champions. Obviously you beat Ayr here last year to scupper their chances, but you still due them for the cup final, though.
Yeah, we were doing for 2 cup finals actually. No, we one that got away last year. I think with the winning the Melrose Sevens last year, I think it was a big a big high one week, and a lot of guys just couldn't get themselves up straight away week after. But listen, it's past now. It's history. We lost that game, and hopefully we can get to another cup final and maybe win it this year. But our priority is the league, and we've started well, and hopefully we'll continue that next week up at Ayr. Now, final question then, Chick. Obviously, if you can get through the next 2 or 3 weeks with victories under the belt, will you think, well, this title's here for us for the taking? Well, we've got a great chance, but we've got some hard games coming up. We've got Ayr away next week, and we've got Hawks. So we're playing the newcomers who are keen as mustard first game up at Aberdeen. Then we're playing the 3 teams that were behind us last year in the league. So you're playing the top teams from last year basically, and an enthusiastic Aberdeen. So it's a tough start for us, but I'm glad the trip to Aberdeen's out the way early doors. We prepared well for that because we went up the night before to Dundee and sort of a short drive in the morning. So we're looking at that, and it's important to always start well. Just for the confidence and momentum, and Currie are now sitting with 1 point, so they've got a lot to make up. Well, let's not worry about Currie. Let's worry about Melrose, and let's hope they can continue the winning ways. Exactly. Look after us, and if we don't worry about anybody else. Just look after what we're doing, and hopefully the rest will take care of itself. But as I say, it's a long season.